Vio here. We're going to be talking about card prices. Card prices is just kind of a thing that's been going up and down, and people always complain about. I've never been a big fan of paying a lot of money for a card, but at the same time, I mean, there's just different situations. And I'm going to say that the current prices of cards is actually not that bad. If you're paying $15 to $20 for a card in your deck, you are not doing that bad. You're doing pretty dang fine. And the reason why I say this is, throughout the last, let's say, 3 years to 5 years, there have been a ton of decks, including decks like Teledad and all these other things. I say Teledad because that's just one example, or the Chaos Dragons in their prime. And in these different decks, there is different price just jumps. And then just Chaos Dragons, the tour guide of the underworld, hit crazy high prices, such as up to like hundreds of dollars. Rescue Rabbit hardly ever fell below like a $50 value once the Dino Rabbit got really good deck. There's just so many of these kind of decks, and these random cards were just really high priced. And we're over here complaining, I have to pay $40 for a Sanctum. And you've got Teledad who's like, please, I dropped $80 on each daddy. It's just there's so many different cards that we are complaining about, and it's a lot more of the whole First World Yu-Gi-Oh problems that I saw. It's just, I had to pay $40 on an Artifact Sanctum. Well, $40 is nothing compared to where this game has been and where this game could potentially go. The most expensive card right now that people are accurately or more often using is the Evil Swarm Exciton Knight. Now this card is a card that says, I can just nuke the field. But at the same time, you don't see people running 3. The most people run is 2, and that's an Evil Swarm itself, because they can use their spells and traps and all this crap on them to make them actually better. Now, paying $80 for one card, yes, that's a kind of a big deal. Look at Prophecies. Their whole deck was like $80 a card. Noble Knights, their whole deck is like $20 a card or up. It's just, this game, it's not that expensive to play as it used to be. It's still a little bit more expensive than some games, yes, but people are constantly complaining about, oh my gosh, I have to pay a whole $15 per Hermitry. Well, first of all, if you don't want to play an expensive deck, don't play it. If the cards are worth more than $5, don't buy them. But when you're constantly complaining about it, but then you continue to buy it, you gotta remember, they're not that bad. They've been worse, and I doubt they're gonna get much worse than they were. Konami's done a really good job of keeping cards getting reprinted, and people know this, so they're not gonna value the card too high, because if it gets too high, such as Quasar, it will just get reprinted, because Konami hates it when you make more money than them. So, I'm just saying, you gotta remember, it's not as bad as it looks. A lot of times it's like, oh man, I look at my Medolce deck and it's like, 20, 20, 20, 15, 15, 15, 30, 30, 30. It's like, that's a lot of money. But EDAD was 80, 80, 80, 100, 100, 100, depending on the variants you're playing. And it's right there, that was like $600. Are you going to pay $600 on a deck? No. Will you pay $200 to $300? Maybe. And that's if you're trying to build a top tier deck with the Excitons, 2 Shark Knights, 3 of the super crazy, just expensive cards of the actual archetype. I mean, yes, the card prices will get kind of expensive, but you gotta put it in perspective. It's not as bad as it was. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Comment, subscribe, all that crap. Tell me below what you think about card prices. If you think, oh my gosh, it's just ridiculously hyped, or if you remember the times when the card prices were so ridiculously high. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day. Yeah.